Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships and Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight, you may have read the title already, but we're gonna try something. I have a tendency to lose my temper. I know, shocker, who'da thunk it? But, sorry, I keep looking over at the screen and trying to like fix things. The audio stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended. What do you mean? Let me check something. It's got 160. Hold that thought. We recommend you use an audio stream bitrate of 128 kilobits per second. Okay, so what is my audio bitrate? Sorry, folks. I will be right with you. I'm running 160 kilobits per second. That's more than your 128. Weird. Anyway, sorry about that. YouTube is lying to me. Also, it seems to be running a little bit slow on the chat side of things. Anyway, like I said, you may have already read the title, but I'm going to try to do something. As you guys know, I generally stream World of Warships Legends 1 day a week. And there are usually 4 weeks in the month, right? Well, this month there just happens to be 5 Wednesdays, so that means we're going to have 5 streams in the month of November. The challenge for me, can I go the entirety of November? That means 5 whole live streams without raging a single time. It's going to be a hard one. I ain't gonna lie, it's going to be difficult. I'm not very good at not raging. Y'all know the deal. But we're going to try. We are going to try to go an entire month without raging. This is the first time this has ever been attempted by anybody. Can we do it? Let me see who we got in chat. We got Paul. We got Kobe. We got Colony of Weirdos. What up? Kobe coming in, dropping 20 gifted memberships already. Thank you, my dude. Get some goats in the chat for Kobe. Gooner's in the chat. Would I recommend Hood or Collingwood? Hood is more of a consistent ship. Collingwood is a glass cannon. Collingwood has the higher upside, but Hood is very underrated. They're both solid, but Hood is definitely the more consistent ship. Oh God. Things are going crazy. Let me see where we're at. Capri's in the chat. What up, Capri? Capri's already saying, not a chance. No faith. I mean, you've been here probably the longest out of everybody, and you probably already know. Gavin, how's it going? What up, Brian with an A? How's it going? Kobe, let's get this party started. Y'all know the deal. No Rage November starts now. Let's jump out to Arizona and see what happens. A whole month without raging. Is it possible? Probably not. Will I explode? Most likely. Will I end up in the news because I went on a like rampage, an axe murdering rampage? Who knows? Only time will tell. Christopher Hill, what up? DJ, how's it going? DJ's coming in, re-upping for 9 months as well. Thank you, my dude. Alright, let's go. Immediately thrown into a tier 5 match. We got a Vesa on the enemy team. Y'all know the deal with that. It was actually a tier 6 match, so we're bottom tier. I don't mind being bottom tier here. The only thing that's higher tier than us is the USS Kidd and the French Vauquelin. Christopher Hill re-upping for 36 months. Kobe coming in re-upping for 7. You guys are freaking ridiculous already. Thank you guys so much. You'll give me an hour? You have no faith in me. Capri, I'm disappointed. What up, Nick? How's it going? Are the mass secondaries worth giving up accuracy? Personally, I think the mass is accurate enough to not have to worry about buffing your accuracy too much. So I go full-on secondary build on my mass. I'll show you my build. We'll actually play the Massachusetts next, and I'll show you my build. David coming in re-upping for 6 months. Thank you, my dude. We got Meme Machine. How's it going?
Enemy more sighted on the horizon.
Get some goats in the chat. Y'all are crazy. Thank you guys so much. Also, Capri, if you weren't here for so long, I'd be more disappointed. But you've been around the channel for a long time, my dude. I know that it's a long shot.
Detected.
But that wouldn't be a challenge if it was something easy, right? Nobody ever got famous for taking the easy way, right? We out here, we taking hard challenges, doing things that nobody else has ever done before. That is the most accurate first salvo from a West Virginia that has ever existed. I'm so conflicted here. Okay, that makes up my choice a little bit. We're gonna take that shot at that broadside renown out there. Look at that accuracy, baby! Punch him in the mouth! Get him, Arizona! Ooh, you love to see it. And we destroyed his torp tube. You love to see it. Alright, planes, can you stop spotting me? Or y'all are getting on my nerves. Hallo?
Feuer auf festgelegtes Ziel konzentrieren.
Returning to ship.
He'll get spotted again. They always get spotted again. Alright, he's like rubbing up against the island or something, so we're gonna take a shot in the direction he... Oh my god, what is that dispersion? It's good! That's what that dispersion is! Good lord! We just punished that man. Alright, we got a smoke screen, which is actually kind of funny. We'll take that. Keeps us from being spotted for the moment. Ooh.
Enemy battleship.
He'll get spotted again. Just hold solid. You got this. Give it a moment. Goodbye, Mr. New Orleans. Hope you had a good time. You're here for a good time, not for a long time, right?
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
We take those.
Off to a great start.
This would be one of those times where I would like to offer my services as AA platform for this destroyer.
Torpedoes dead
But let's
ahead.
be real. There's no such thing as AA at Tier 5. Especially from an American dreadnought. We got a broadside look at a West Virginia. You love to see it. This is gonna hurt. Oh my goodness, look at that flat dispersion. You love to see it. Ooh. Dude, if this is one of the most powerful positions on this map because of the way people play this map. Like, if you get to this position with a battleship, you can absolutely wreck everybody. Zarkoon's in the chat. There has not been any rage in 7 minutes. Y'all have no faith. Y'all have no faith in me.
Has taken the lead.
You would think, out of all the time and effort that I've put into this game and building our community, that I would get a little more respect. A little more respect, but I'm like Rodney Dangerfield out here. I got no respect. No respect at all. Iowa, how's it going? Keith, Demetrios, good to see you guys. Ice Ruby, good to see you. Warrior Bismarck. Y'all crazy. Truly yours. Oh, sunshine. I dare you come around that corner broadside, your Julio. I will send you straight back to pressing pasta, my dude. Go ahead. goes the destroyer. Oh, you not wanting to come around the corner? All right, I see you. All right, we're gonna start to move up then, since these guys are all just kind of chilling at the back of the map. There are 3 destroyers, which is why I've been kind of. Oh, wait! He's doing the thing. Get him! Get him, Arizona! Oh, here it comes. Bonk! Ah! Come on, game! What is this? True Spartan fashion, we gotta leave him with just enough. It's alright, though. It won't be long, he'll be making all the marinara sauce. All of it! Hope you enjoyed, sunshine! Have a great day! Okay, Arizona. Okay, rear gun looks a little better here. Beautiful. Beautiful. This ship is the best tier 5 battleship. It isn't even a question. It's not a question. It's just, it's simply the best tier 5 battleship. Ain't nobody can argue that fact. Warspite is fantastic. The Queen Elizabeth, fantastic. New Mexico, California, so many great tier 5 battleships, but this is the best. I will fight anybody in this ship at any time. It's just too good. Yes, it has a slow reload. Yes, it's slow. But most ships at tier 5 are slow when it comes to battleships. And even though it has a slow reload, the punchiness of these guns makes up for it more often than not. This is the only tier 5 battleship I have ever had 200,000 damage in. Right? Like, it's ridiculous. It's too good. What was that, West Virginia? You want to try that again, Sunshine? Or is that the... That might be the destroyer shooting AP at me. Come to think of it. Oh, and Andrea Doria just getting a little bit of revenge for our friend. Oh, look, there he is. Hello, Sunshine. Let's see how our armor piercing does against the destroyer. Okay, that was a bad shot by me. Also, bad torps by him. I always find it interesting when people try to torp me with destroyers and they just like immediately launch on the white line and then get spotted and they expect me to let it happen. Also, I am very aware that there's a destroyer on my left. Alright, we're gonna aim high here. He is angled pretty well. Look at that shot. Dude, you can't make it up. Who needs overmatching when you got this kind of accuracy? And my next shot is guaranteed to kill this man. Like, this ship is too good. It's so consistent. It's so tanky. He overmatches. He shoots my belt. He does nothing. And then we get Citadel by the carrier because fun police. But he's dead here. There's nothing he can do. He is going to turn in, so we're just going to aim high again. And we get the Citadel. You see what I'm saying? Like, this ship is so good. And there's the fun police. Again, 14,000 damage from a carrier. Is that not ridiculous? 14,000, and that's a tier 5 carrier. 14,000 damage with 2 hits from a bomb. At tier 5. Oh, thank God he hit that secondary gun or something. I wouldn't want him to have gotten like another friggin' 14K off me. I'm gonna go out here and try to find his little turd burglar, but never mind! Target spotted! Hello, Sunshine! Oh God, he's got torpedo bombers heading my way. Oh, get the guns turned, Arizona! I feel we need to go forward. Forward would be a good time right about now. He's launching behind us. We outran his torps because we're too strong. Boom! That was a terrible shot.
Battle ends in 5.
All right, we're gonna eat these torps, but we should get our yeah, we're good. All right, rotate the guns back the other direction. Or no, keep them there, actually. Because we do have USS Kidd over here. We have the lead. We don't have to do anything crazy here. We just gotta stay alive. And I have a feeling this little turd burglar trying to use the island to get close to me. USS Kidd is out of the fight, so we don't have to really worry there. I might be able to get a sneaky shot here. I lied, he's behind the island. Over the island and through the woods, baby! Come on, save our carrier! Boom! Ah! He turned out. We almost got him. We almost got him. Are we going to get our guns turned in time to shoot this carrier again and maybe get a citadel before this game ends? I don't think so. I think this was over. I think it's over. Come on, Arizona! You're so close. Fire the guns! Oh, it ends. It ends. Solid start, though. We got a solid start. Let me see where we at. Gavin coming in, becoming the newest member on the channel. Thank you so much. Mr. Fox dropping the 9-month resub. Thank you so much. And then ITT coming in, dropping the 100-pound bomb. Good God. You're crazy. You're crazy. Thank you so much, man. Thank you guys so much. Y'all crazy. Martin, how's it going? Feeling blue. Hopefully you're feeling better, my dude. Let me see. Greek Hoplite, how's it going? The Burgonia? Actually, I did say I was going to play the Massachusetts next, so I'm going to play that. Silas, how's it going? Zarkoon, speaking of which, should I get on and play the Hawk more? Or you should probably get on and play the Hawk more. Dude, the Hawk is a very good ship. I actually like it quite a bit. We shot down 10 planes in the Arizona. That's impressive. We also took like 30,000 damage from that friggin' thing. But 155k. I'm telling you, it is the best tier 5 battleship. It isn't a question. Best tier 5 battleship, no question. Highly recommend. And for those wondering what my build is, it's nothing special. I've got William Sims. Obviously, I'm using this guy as a guise, but it is William Sims. Flammable Cannoneer, gyrating drill bits, marksmanship, reaching out XXL, fight fire with fire, Azure Lane, Scharnhorst, and Paolo de Revel. Nothing special, right? The only thing, if you don't have Scharnhorst, you may go Cunningham or something like that. Just something, whatever fits your playstyle. Ain't no right or wrong. But overall, I love this ship, man. Just, it's so good. It's just too good. Look at her. Look at her! Now respect it. Absolute legend, man. Only thing I wish this thing had was the, you can see where the hull has room for these casemates at the front, in front of the front turrets, but they don't actually have the casemates in there. So that would be the only complaint I have about USS Arizona. Wish it had casemates, but it does have the casemates up top, so there's that. But yeah, it's a fantastic ship, man. Highly recommend. All right, let's go play the Massachusetts. I'll show you guys my build first, then we'll try to actually play it and do well in it. We're running, again, it's a commander, guys, but this is, what is the other one? Not Charles Madden. What is that guy's name? I can't remember his name. All right. It's the secondary, or it's the brawler captain for the American battleships. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. He's got the mustache. If we go to a guy's, I guess I could turn it off. Willis Lee. No, he doesn't have the mustache. I'm thinking of Charles Madden, but no, it's Willis Lee. Willis Lee. I'm running Bluto as our commander, guys, but not one for the nuisance. Porcupine, firefighter. Sorry. Master Mechanic for the extra heals, fight fire with fire. Then we are running Haruna and Franz von Hipper for the extra range and reload and grouping or whatever. It's not reload. It's just range and grouping and dispersion on the secondaries. make those secondaries as accurate as possible. It's insane. As for the actual like stuff, we're running secondary battery, steering gears as always, concealment, and we're running artillery plotting room. You could go with more secondaries here if you wanted, but honestly, having artillery plotting room, as powerful as it is, highly recommend you use it. But this thing is accurate enough with this build. You don't need to go straight into accuracy at all. This thing is fantastic. So let's showcase the ship. But Jesus, man, y'all are crazy. Thank you guys so much. ITD, thank you so much, man. You're crazy. What up, Yair? Good to see you. Marble, good to see you. Brian Berg. Joey, good to see you. Keith. You're a blue lobster, that's why you feel blue. Well, you know, just because you are blue doesn't mean you have to feel blue. Let's get this, let's just let it happen. Schmidt, how's it going? Good to see you. John G, how's it going? By the way, just want to point out, we are 23 minutes into our start of No Rage November. Can I keep going? That is the question.
I'll show them who's boss.
Absolutely, Bluto. Couldn't have said it better myself. Let's go. Smokey, how's it going? World War II enthusiast, how's it going? When is the next count-in? I don't know. I don't do a lot of count-ins because people just end up in my stream regardless, so I don't do a lot of count-ins. Tiger 59. He is either amazing or he's going to die immediately.
They are done.
May not have aimed that high enough. I kind of just like reflex shot it. Get up, secondaries! Oh, he beached. Shot out. Only 2 shells? Really? Okay. We are just gonna go up in here.
Will you help me already?
Wow, that was kind of aggressive. I wasn't that aggressive, I promise. Bluto's out here raging for me. I ain't got to rage. All right, we're gonna turn out to the right a little bit here to potentially dodge Sims torpedoes. Sims is a terrible freaking destroyer. I don't know why anybody would want to play that destroyer. But we're gonna sneak up on this guy. If he's obviously sitting in a smoke screen, he's sitting in the cap. The next time I get spotted by him, I'm gonna be so close that he is going to get yeeted by these secondaries. Oh God, that I wasn't expecting. I mean, I was kind of expecting it, but I wasn't. Like I knew he was here. But I was hoping that I could sneak up on this guy. I thought he was sitting behind the island. Right now, this destroyer should be absolutely crapping himself. God darn it, game. Okay, it is another battleship. It's a Gneisenau. That's not ideal. Go ahead and heal.
Torpedoes ahead! You'd better evade them.
Dude, I need to... Oh, God. You got a second set off. See what I mean? It's such a bad destroyer. I can't believe that guy got away with that. That is so unfortunate. Alright, we gotta blap this Gneisenau if he comes around the corner. We did force the guy out of the cap. We've got backup. Oh. Okay. This guy's in reverse. We'll go ahead and take a shot at him since G-Wagon is kind of just playing around.
Alle Stationen, melde Position eines strategischen Ziels.
So if you've never seen The Sims, I played The Sims a couple of times when it first came out. It was awful, man. I am not a fan at all. Alright, we gotta make this shot count.
Enemy battleship was found, but it can't stop me.
Alright, we do overmatch, but we gotta aim high here. Maybe not. I know I do overmatch, and I know he has a belt. Like an extended belt. I mean, if he's gonna come around that angle, I'm gonna take the shot. Secondaries, come on. Maybe punches.
Torpedoes to port! You'd better evade them!
Launched them already? Go forward!
Torpedoes to port! You'd better evade them! We're gonna meet torpedoes face to face!
Might have been, yeah, it might have been the torch from the Sims, come to think of it. Alright, let's try to get ourselves in a good position here. Drew Hanlon with the $5. Appreciate you, my dude. Get some goats in the chat for Drew as well. Alright, it's time. Let's go, Bismarck! That's Massachusetts black, never mind. When I see a black ship, I'm not used to it being a Massachusetts. I thought it was a Bismarck. Alright, we do have Constellation here. Definitely try to punch him. I'm worried about where the Sims went, and I'm also worried that our Tiger 59 has not moved from his spawn. I might as well try to get a shot on this guy. Got a hit. Alright, aim high. Get some shots into that superstructure. I can't really worry about where the little turd burglar went. I can't chase him, so we're just going to turn away. I think he may have looped back and might be on my right. If I'm wrong...
We're going to meet torpedoes face to face!
He's actually directly out in front of us.
Torpedoes to the right!
We just turned right into these torps. Fortunately, they're not very strong torpedoes. And with our torp production, we're fine.
Huh? Who let the flooding happen?
We're getting some really bad RNG
against that. You'd be thrown out to feed fishes.
Against that Flaunder, if I'm honest. Like, we're not getting good dispersion, and we need that when he's bow in. We're going for that superstructure. I may end up switching to HE for him, but it'll be after I shoot this Constellation. But I am kind of worried that this Flaunder might shoot my broadside right now. So I'm gonna go... Dude, this whole team is just playing so passively. Like, Constellation is such a good ship when played correctly. That was a good hit. Alright, Flaunder's coming forward. Again, we'll go for that. Meeks? Really, dude? I guess I'll have to start hiding the screen. Oh, that's a bold strategy, Mr. Flaunder.
Torpedoes to starboard! You'd better evade them! Torpedoes to the right!
If I remember correctly, they do have long-range torps on that thing. I do at least have to respect it. They just don't do any damage. Constellation's out of my range. That is the one downside of this build. I don't have range. I should have been running my epic battle booster to get a little bit more range. I think I should have like 6 or 17.2 or 17.3. We've got the points lead. There's 6.5 minutes left. These guys are losing. Like, Meeks is running away. The other guy's running away. Like, they have no chance of winning this. Their only destroyer is a freaking little turd burglar. I wonder. Okay. Come on, fire your guns one more time. No? Five and a half minutes left. We've got enough of a lead. I don't think even if he tried to capture the base right now that he would be able to swing the points lead. Look at these guys. Like, why are they playing like this? Like, I realize their team ain't done much, but to send their whole team running to the back corners of the map, this is why your team lost. Hello, Boise.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
We didn't really get a chance to use our Massachusetts B much in this because all we've had is people running to the back corners of the map, so unfortunately you don't get to see this thing in its best, but sometimes it just be like that. But I highly recommend you play the Massachusetts. It's fantastic. If you got the global XP to pick it up, it's a really good ship. Alabama's fantastic as well. Azuma's fantastic. There's some really good options out there for global if you've got it. He's going to turn out, so we're going to aim high. Got a Veneto back here too. Like, their whole team has just been hiding this whole time. Like, what have they been doing? Hopefully I can steal the kill on Meeks.
They didn't stand a chance against
He
Pluto.
died right as my shells got there, man. Dang it. Like I said, that Tiger 59's hunting the destroyer, so he's toast. That Tiger will rip him up. Probably the only thing that thing can do. He's turning in, so we aim a little short. One shell game. Alright, I respected Veneto. I respect it. Alright, I also have second. God dang it, man. I'm just not allowed to have any fun. It's like I also have secondaries and he dies. He lived to get one shot out and then he dies. Race to see whose shot gets there. I honestly thought he was slowing down and he didn't. Like, I legitimately thought he was going to slow down.
If you didn't fix it, you'd be thrown out to feed fishes.
Oh, good lord. All that's left is the Flounder, or no, it's a Constellation that ran all the way to the back, isn't it? Y'all deserve to lose this match. Y'all all want to run the entire game and try to run to the back corners of the map. You deserve to lose. Like, none of these guys did anything notable for their team. They captured the base, they ran away. My side, I just completely overran my side and kept moving. Everybody just ran away. Such a dumb way to play the game. Look at him. This guy, the only reason he did anything, I guess, is because he got the high cal by shooting my broadside. That was the best salvo you'll ever see from a Veneto. Of course, I mean, he's broadside in a smoke screen, and I didn't have any way to spot him until he fired his gun, so not much I could do there. But, yeah. I mean, look at him. Gneiseno, nothing. Constellation, nothing. Massachusetts, nothing. Like, they all just ran away. Where'd the Flounder? Flounder's, nothing. The Sims, I guess he got 1,000 XP for something. I don't know what he did. But, if you spend the entire game running away, you're just gonna be disappointed. You deserve to lose. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the Hawk is fantastic. I agree, Zarkut. Yeah, Veneto has good opportunities to do that. Like, if you just sail broadside to a smoke screen, that's like the only chance that Veneto has to do anything. It's a pretty terrible ship. All the Italian battleships are bad, with the exception of Cristoforo Colombo, until they decide to nerf it before I ever get it. Alright, we got a lot of cruisers, so that's actually good for us. Only one Yama. We don't overmatch the Schlieffen, so I gotta remember that. 2 destroyers. Should be a pretty solid game for the Burgonia. Owl, how's it going? Puerto Rican Gamer, good to see you. Have I used the new British commander? No. I don't think I have the new British commander. I know it's very centric on the battle cruisers, if I remember correctly. Honestly, I don't really worry too much about British commanders because I have Azurlane Nelson and it does everything you could ever ask for it. Alright, what are the odds that the Yama spawns directly across from us? Something should get spotted in this gap here by our destroyer, if our destroyer actually goes forward and tries to spot instead of following our Des Moines. That's the problem with Cabos, man. Every Cabo player acts like a goddamn cruiser. They just refuse to, like, do anything destroyer related. Dude could have just went in there and spotted. Instead, he's gonna run around behind the island, go all the way out here. So I don't get to shoot anything. La, 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 la. We don't have the firing arc to go over top of this island. We are spotted, so something's out here on this edge. Could be one of the 2 destroyers. If so, Kaba maybe just be lining straight for him. That would be ideal, but we'll see. Somebody obviously can lob this island. We got lucky there. Schlieffen's here. Okay. I gotta at least respect the fact that there's somebody lobbing that island. It was not the Mino that did it. If I have to, I'll switch to HE. Alright, clearly the Yama is in a position to crossfire me. I don't know where he's hiding over there, but it's gotta be the Yama doing it. Alright, we're gonna switch to HE and start getting a little closer to this island so that whoever's lobbing me can't do it anymore. This is my problem with this ship. Like, it has just not got good AP unless everybody is flat broadside. Speaking of flat broadside, our Worcester has beached himself flat broadside. Dude, what is the accuracy on this thing? God bless America. Can you please hit the target? How this Worcester is still alive being broadside to that Schlieffen and a Tulsa is beyond me. Smolland. I mean, Kaba should be able to kill a small one, right? Like, that shouldn't even be a question. Worcester is radaring. Kaba has lost half his hit points. I mean, I'm going to take a shot at this Smallland if he lives much longer. Just in case he gets going forward. That's why we always run that engine perk for if your engine gets knocked out, boys. Right there. That guy lost his engine and just sat there. Couldn't move. Alright, we're no longer spotted, but... we're gonna have to do something in the near future. Dude, this ship is so bad. I don't care what anybody says. I would rather be in any other legendary tier battleship than this thing. It's just not a good ship. The low caliber guns mixed with the fact that it's just... I just don't like it. I'd rather be in literally any other battleship. We're gonna try to be aggressive here. Now we got the Mino. At this point, I'm just gonna try to like push the issue. Yama's behind the island. We're not spotted, so we're gonna try to get a little closer here. 13-7 concealment. Not even Citadels. That's what I'm saying. Like, any other battleship just deletes the friggin' Mino in that situation. Just completely removes him. And yet, just nothing. Just overpins. It's like playing the Kronstadt or, like, something like that. Like, it just overpins everything. So you don't Citadel cruisers. You end up, like, not being able to do anything to battleships unless they go full broadside. Those were actually decently sneaky torched by the Mino there. You don't have the, like... you can't effectively use island cover because you can't lob the islands. Like, it's just not a good ship. Nobody can convince me that this thing is a good ship. I don't care how many times somebody has a good game in it. Like, it's not a good ship. I'll take Repub over this thing any day of the week. Right. Let's go bow into this freaking guy. I am worried about the Yama a little bit here. Should be able to aim high and get some hits. Of course, and there's the Yama. God dang it. He's got nothing else to shoot at, does he? Okay, they triple fired me at least. Knocked my engine out. Hopefully our teammates move up. We've taken all the hit points, or taken all the, like, hits for everybody. They should be able to move up. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't do anything particularly well. Like, I knew that the Yama was a potential threat to me because look at the positioning of the rest of our team. Like, the rest of our team is not trying to push that side at all. We got a destroyer over there completely, like, doing circles away from everything. We've got one battleship that's out here in the open, not really doing anything. This guy's kind of sitting behind an island, not able to shoot at anything. So, like, they didn't have anything else to shoot except me. So, that's... I wanted to push because I wanted to get us off of that flank. Our team needs to push that flank. There's no reason a Mino, a Tulsa, and a Schlieffen should hold our team back on this flank when we have the DPM that we have out here. So that's why I pushed as hard as I did. Was it the right call? I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, this Des Moines should be just neutering the Schlieffen. Between the Kaba, the Des Moines, and whatever that other cruiser was that was behind us, I don't even... Oh, it was the Worcester, that's right. I forgot about the Worcester that just parked broadside in front of everybody. But we had all the DPM in the world. So these guys should have tore those guys up, no problem. So I was just pulling forward to give them that opportunity. We got rid of the 2 cruisers, got rid of the Schlieffen because of it. Their destroyer came back to torp us. That takes him away from doing more useful things. And then, obviously, these guys weren't pushing that flank because they were waiting to shoot me. So it should be a win for our team. I just don't like the ship. Like, I am not a fan of the ship. I would rather be in the Repub any day of the week. I would rather be in any other legendary tier battleship. Like, out of all of these battleships, the only one that gives it a run for its money for bottom of the tier, from my perspective, would be Kurfurst. And the only reason I put Kurfurst down towards the bottom is because it's so big and it just takes damage from everything. Like, personally, I think the Kurfurst guns are fantastic. I love the guns. The secondaries are a meme. But, I mean, Schlieffen makes Kurfurst irrelevant. There's no reason to run Kurfurst at all if you got Schlieffen. Burgoyne is right there with Kurfurst at bottom of the tier. Conqueror's amazing. Yama's amazing. Montana's amazing. Like, there's really no battleship that's worse than Burgoyne and Kurfurst at the tier. And that can be argued, but I don't know. It doesn't do anything particularly well. It's not that tanky, so when you start to push forward, you just take damage from everything. It doesn't offer anything in terms of the guns. Like, you tend to overmatch, or not overmatch, but overpin cruisers. When you think about all of the cruisers at Legendary tier, you tend to overpin every one of them. So your high-velocity guns don't really offer you much there. And then if a battleship isn't completely idiotic and going broadside to you, the guns are basically useless outside of HE spam, and they're not even particularly good at that, as we saw when I was shooting HE. So, I don't know. There's just better options out there to do literally anything. So, I mean, do you guys want me to just play all of the battleships at this tier and see what the difference is? Let's play the Kurfurst first. Right? We'll play the Kurfurst first, because like I said, I think this is towards the bottom of the tier. I think it's a battle between Kurfurst and the Burgoyne as who is the worst of the battleships at the tier. I'll just play them all. You think you disagree with 100% of that assessment? I mean, you can disagree. Everybody has a different play style, and different ships play to their play style, like, differently. But you can't tell me that having 15-inch guns that are high velocity and overpin everything are better at Legendary tier than literally any of the other battleships. Even the battlecruiser has 16-inch guns, so it overmatches some of the stuff. So, like, I don't know. I don't have any luck out of the ship. Even if I get it into a freaking crossfire where I have broadsides, it tends to let me down. It's not particularly amazing accuracy. The guns tend to be relatively meh. Like I said, I would rather take the Repub into battle any day, but that's just me. But here we have the exact same map. More battleships against us, so more potential damage to receive here. We'll see how this one goes. And honestly, other than taking the torp at the end from the destroyer who decided to come back, which I kind of figured was happening because he was last spotted headed in my direction, and then the Yama obviously just sitting there waiting for his opportunity to smash us. Like, we made the right push in that situation to win the battle for the team. So I'll take that push any day of the week. I don't mind trading my life to win the battle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's something that a lot of people don't do in this game, is they refuse to, like, ever put themselves in a situation where they might die without being, like, the top of the leaderboard. I don't personally have a problem not being top of the leaderboard. I'd rather have a really strong push and push strategic people out of their positioning. Alright, first shot with AP from the Kurfurst at a Yama who is angled. We aim high. He is turning in, so we're not going to get many hits, if any. But this is my problem with this ship, is we have started turning about 8 years ago, and we have not made much of any turn at all, and this Yama's about to slap my broadside for at least 20k. Okay, he actually only got 7. But I love the guns of this ship. The guns are fantastic. This guy is going to turn most likely, so we're going to aim out ahead of him. And he doesn't. He doesn't actually turn. Like, I don't know why he stopped his turn. Like, he's shooting AP out of an Ibuki. Why?
All stations requesting fire on the designated
And unfortunately,
target.
our Mino has gotten blapped. So hopefully he chills. We have... But yeah, like I said, the biggest issue that I have with the Kurfurst is that it's so goddamn big. If it was able to maneuver a little bit better, this thing would be ridiculous. Because it is incredibly tanky when angled properly. It sits low in the water, which a lot of people don't talk about. Like, it sits very low in the water. It doesn't get overmatched by a Yama. I know some people will point out that, oh, it's got a sliver on the bow that it can... If you land any more than one shell in that sliver ever, I'll be impressed. Come on, Bumper. As soon as this guy clears that island, we might be able to punch him in the mouth. We do need him to keep pushing, though. Those are probably Ibuki. We are angled here. He got quite a bit of damage there. This is... I'm gonna get blapped by the time... The rear turrets of this thing, that was the other thing that I forgot about with this thing. The rear turrets have such terrible firing angles on this. Like, it's actually nutty. But fortunately, he shot the Mino there. He could have absolutely punished us. I'm trying to get in range to fire my secondaries. I don't know why they're not going off. I thought this thing had like 12-kilometer secondaries. I mean, why do I only have 9.6-kilometer secondaries on my GK? But we're gonna try to stay effectively angled here. Whatever that other cruiser is shooting me. It's a Warship, of course. Okay, secondaries are officially firing. We're gonna go ahead and trigger that.
All stations concentrate.
Again, expecting him to turn out. And he just doesn't. Dude, how do you read these people that don't do anything intelligent? Like, I guess he slowed down, so there's that. But, like, when I expect cruisers to just, like, maintain their course, I don't know how he's getting that kind of damage shooting that low on my broads. Like, he's shooting low into my belt and somehow still damaging me. It is Yama. Immediately back on fire. As soon as my shit goes on damage con, it's back on fire. There we go.
Gegnerischer Kreuzer versenkt.
I'm surprised he didn't finish the double fire there. There we go. Now we're talking. Trying to get close enough to the island where you can see some of the shells starting to not do much against the or with the Worcester there. He is going to take a torp. That's a nasty torp too, and that should be the end of this Yama. Beautiful. We heal. We do have 2 more heals, so I'm not too worried. Show what these 17-inch guns can do. Never mind. Apparently I lied. Do you see what I'm saying? A double fired, man. Double fired. The fire chance in this game needs nerfed, and it needs nerfed bad. Like, they shouldn't get 30 fires every time they hit me when they have like a 15% chance to set a fire or less.
Problem gelöst.
Goes dark, I have no spotting, destroyer decides to go behind me instead. Gotta try to use this island. Destroyer's right in front of me.
tous les bâtiments. Demande d'appui feu.
Immediately on fire. This guy has a 100% chance to set a fire.
Feueralarm!
I'm surprised he didn't get a double fire though. He just has a 100% chance to set a fire. And it, like I said, it's got what, a 11% chance to set a fire? Yet it's literally set a fire every time it's hit me. Worried that this Musashi's like coming around the corner here. If he goes around the front, we're fine. How is he still shooting me? I haven't been spotted in so long. What is this battleship? A Burgoyne. Oh look, it's a Burgoyne. I can't lob it. Let's look at Schlieffen. Where's your bow? Oh my god, of course he kills the guy right as I get a chance to look at him. Destroyer's now in the cap, which is good news. Look at the fucking rear turret angle. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that rear turret is so bad. I gotta figure out why my secondary range is so short. Like, I should be having, like, 12-kilometer secondaries. I don't know what's going on.
Feueralarm!
Okay, use our last heal.
Problem gelöst!
Not focused on that guy, because, dude, he is... This thing doesn't turn. It just does not turn. Come on. What up, Breston? How's it going? BBs should be nerfed and all cruisers are fired? Yeah. Uh-huh. Cruisers have the highest DPM in the game. They don't need absurd fire chance. Like, seriously. Just gonna hold our fire here. We do have Schlieffen on our right. The turrets are so slow too. There's a lot of things I don't like about the GK. Come to think of it, it's almost like it's not a particularly amazing ship. Aim high. He is broadside to us. So we should plap him here. Try to get angled away from the Musashi as best we can. I gotta look into why my GK secondaries aren't, like, long range, though. When we get back to the lobby, we'll do that. Alright, let's use our sonar. Just in case he did launch torps. I mean, he's only got 8-kilometer torps, I think. But just in case. Okay, Musashi goes down to Iwami because Iwami just rushed him, which is fine. Schlieffen doubles back, so I can't shoot him. Unfortunate. But survivability-wise, like, it's hard to argue with the GK. Like, it's got such good survivability. Decent heals. Decently tanky. Sets very low in the water. Like, it is very tanky when able to use it. But it does just get absolutely shredded by cruisers. It gets hunted down because it's just a giant pinata full of damage because of the superstructure. I don't know. Like I said, the biggest issues that I have is that it's so big, it can't turn very well, and the rear turrets are just not very good at firing at any sort of decent angle, so that you end up opening the angle way too much and getting punished for it. I think that's another thing. That's another good point. Cruisers should not outrange battleships ever. Like, it should not be a thing. There is no world where a cruiser should be able to outrange a battleship. Like, it just should not be a thing. That's another good point, Zarkun. Also, I'd like to remind everybody that this particular build isn't a flammable cannoneer build, I don't think. So, like, we shouldn't be as flammable as, say, my U.S. battleship builds, or literally any of my other battleships. But, like, given that this is Hyde, I don't think I'm running flammable cannoneer. I'll have to check. Again, we'll check the build after this is over, because I definitely want to figure out why my secondaries only reach out to 9.6. Like, I feel like that's really low. So I don't know if I don't have the, I must have, like, aiming systems in slot 1 instead of my secondary. Like, that could be. But, again, didn't do much damage, and for a legendary ship, it's not a lot. But we absorbed a lot of damage. We absorbed a lot of, we went toe-to-toe with Yama, didn't really take much damage from the Yama. We had both of their cruisers in the lobby were focusing us. So we had that. We got rushed by a destroyer. Well, somewhat. He didn't do a very good job of it. But we almost have range to shoot this guy. Look at him. He's just going to go turn to the corner. Game's over. Just waste everybody's time, you little turd waffle. What up, Bree or Bri? How's it going? Damage control mod, but the problem is, Zarkun, at legendary tier, all of the cruisers that are going to be trying to set fires on you, they all fire so fast that it does not matter what you do to try to reduce the fires, you're going to be on fire. You just are. So that's one thing where I would argue, yeah, so we are not running our secondary mod here, and we're running secondary mod in the last slot. So if we ran our secondary mod here, that increases our secondary firing range by 20%. But again, one of the good things about this is that it has really good guns. So that is what it is. That's kind of what I figured was happening. Boosting the gun's accuracy, not the worst thing in this thing. Just don't get baited into going broadside just to get the rear guns, because you have to open... This ship does not turn. If you look at its maneuverability, it's got the worst maneuverability in the game. 20.4 second rudder shift. Now, we are running damage control, and we are actually running damage control system in here. So there you have it. Like, that is a thing. But yeah, I normally run rudder shift. 20% off of our rudder shift is still awful in this. So that's why I went with damage control. Plus, this thing tends to be the center of attention in any match it's in. But as you can see, 59% win rate compared to my other legendary tier battleships. Like, if we look at Burgoyne, I think I actually have a decent win rate in Burgoyne. I just don't do much in it. So if we look at our stats in Burgoyne, yeah, 71% win rate. So you can see, I do well in the ship in terms of winning matches. But if you look, like, damage-wise, our average damage is 104, which is not particularly good for a legendary battleship. You compare that to Conqueror. Average damage in my Conqueror is 113. My win rate on this is only 63, but that's in line with my actual win rate, so that makes sense. So you can see that I do have a higher win rate in the Burgoyne, despite me not playing it as often. But it's not a ship that I end up doing a lot of damage in most of the time. But it is very good at initiating a push. You know what I mean? Like we did in that last match with it. Yama obviously is going to be insane. Like, we don't even have to look at this. 118,000. But a 66% win rate. So you can see, I may have a higher win rate in the Burgoyne, but statistics-wise, like, every one of my battleships is better damage-wise. Montana's actually surprisingly close to the Burgoyne, but at 65% win rate's one of my better battleships at the tier. Shocker. Schlieffen should be ridiculous as well. Yeah, 122. It's actually my highest average damage battleship, but we don't play it as often. And a 94% win rate in the Schlieffen. That's kind of crazy. But again, we don't play it very often. But again, like I said, if you enjoy the Burgoon, there's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people enjoy the Burgoon, but for me, it's a winning ship. It's not a damage ship. I don't get those guns to ever behave for me. Even when I get broadsides, they usually don't make anybody pay. It just kind of, doesn't really do much of anything. Alright, so now we get to test out, I mean, might as well just keep it going. We'll go, whoops, hold that thought. I think we play, I was going to say, I think we played Queen Elizabeth last, so let's go put our big 7 on, take the Conqueror out. See what the Conqueror can do. I mean, playing passively is definitely a skill set. It definitely has its moments. There are times for it, but I think a lot of times people play too passively. There's definitely a fine line between being too aggressive and getting yeeted and being too passive and doing nothing. Somewhere in the middle of being aggressive and passive is perfect. Just got to figure out that balance. Again, I play more aggressively than I should. I know that, but I try to be entertaining. That is the whole purpose of this channel, right? So I never recommend anybody play the exact way that I do because I'm always aggressive. You've seen me carry matches where I've had to play passively, especially later on, and you can see where there are definitely moments where playing passively is the right call. But there's also a lot of moments where playing aggressively, A, is just more fun, B, ends up leading to more victories because you're setting up crossfires, you're setting up, you're pushing the enemy out of, you know, good position. God, these turrets are so slow. I hate this spawn. Like, this island is so bad for a legendary spawn. Like, look how far we had to turn out just to avoid crashing into this island. The only other option is to go in front of the island and just lose all your hit points. Stupid for a legendary tier match. Literally makes no sense. And the funny thing is, at lower tiers, they spawn outside of these islands. So why is it at lower tiers they get better spawning than at higher tiers? Makes no sense.
All stations requesting the position of a strategic target.
Get a shot out at the Kaaba here. Zarkun, close your eyes! Oh, he bounced. God. To get that lucky of a bounce. Like, people take that bounce for granted. It doesn't happen every time. It's nice when it happens, but you don't always get that bounce. Yo, ITD dropping another $50 on the chat with a 50 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, man. Darkman coming in with the Australian $20 bomb. When was the last time we had a new map? Wasn't that long ago. They usually drop like 2 or 3 maps at a time. I think the last new maps that we got were like the ice maps. We're into it, make it over. Like the northern lights or whatever, or aurora or whatever you want to call it. Gotta keep that in mind. That guy's probably running prop mod on his Montana. I don't know how that guy got spotted. But thank you guys so much. Get some goats in the chat for everybody. ITD, you're absolutely going crazy, my dude. Thank you. So this is a situation where we're going to have to start being more aggressive. Everybody has run away from this flank. They're all reversing, trying to run. There was the one battleship that came outside. I wish I had spotting. I don't. So I think it's time to start turning the guns to the left and... Oops. Trying to maneuver for a better position here. Double fire. That should be a perma double as well. He shouldn't have his damage gone back yet.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Should spot him again here in a second. Oh my god. I hope I don't set a fire here. Probably will. It'll probably put out all of his fires. Okay, we didn't actually set a fire. He did beach broadside to us, though. We are going to go bow in. I don't need all my guns on target. Oh, shit. Oh, it's Conqueror. Okay. Good to know. Okay, Alaska's here as well. This should be a dead Montana. At this range, I should be able to Citadel him. Didn't Citadel him at all. Did he just fire HE out of his Montana? Oh my god, what was that? Alright, well, since we can't Citadel him, Kurfurst, really, dude? See, this is exactly what I was talking about, though. Like, I go to make an aggressive push, and immediately every member of their team lights up. Like, none of these guys were spotted. We'll get angled away here. We're about to have our rear guns loaded again. No, this guy is legitimately just shooting HE out of a Montana. Thought it maybe... I've given him the benefit of the doubt that he was using it from the destroyer. Take it. Turret rotation on the Conqueror. Rough. Good hits on the Cabo, though. I'd really not like to get double fired right now. Speak it into existence every time. Okay, Cabo goes down. Switch back over to HE. I don't know that we survived this double fire, unfortunately. That Kurfurst coming around the corner out of nowhere. Wasn't spotted. Just comes around the corner and lights me up for half my hit points. And then I put out the double fire only to get immediately double fired before I can get my shit back. Just unfortunate. Get a little bit of payback on this Kurfurst, maybe. Okay, one of the fires went out. That's big. As long as he doesn't shoot us again. Oh, of course. He's just waiting to shoot me. Oh my god, that can't get any closer. That was like one tick of damage away. 3D printer! That was like one tick away from dying. Also, apparently, all those missed. Is he reversing? He must be reversing. Must be. But this is the strength of the Conqueror, man. If you survive to get a heal off, like, this thing is stupid. So we survive, we get a third of our health back, and look at the next heal. So next time I heal, if I get a chance to, if this game lasts long enough, the next time we get a heal, we're literally going to have over half our hit points again. So that is the crazy part of the Conqueror. And the fact that the AG is just stupid. There's almost never a reason to shoot AP. Obviously, if people give you broadside, go for it. AP is most likely going to be your best bet in most situations of where you see a broadside, but... I'll take the shot. You miss all the shots you don't take, right? I think he's closing in on the island, so I don't think I'm going to lob it, but yeah. Just not quite enough. We've got 3 caps to their 1. There's no reason to go too crazy. Our cruiser just pulls out full broadside in front of him, praying to God that the guy has HE loaded. I'm going to load up some AP here and see if we can't slap him if he comes out broadside. Got a fire. Look at the damage, man. Alaska's nasty. You don't want to play with an Alaska either. Alaska kills him before our shot gets there. Gotta go for it. Yeah.
私たちの勝利が目前。この程度の敵、話にならないわ。
And then we have an Alaska. What up, Fresh Potato? How's it going? You'll have a brand new ship in 20 seconds? Nice. Darkman, thank you for the $20 Australia, my dude. I think I called it out, but I don't remember, so I'm just going to make sure I say it again. You guys are crazy. Of course, he decides to go forward at that exact moment. I don't even think he saw those shots. I think he just got lucky to change direction at the right time. This game isn't over. These guys could fight to the end and absolutely win this match, so we gotta be careful. Go ahead. Hit that heal button. That being said, if I get this gun... We're gonna aim high, because I don't expect to Citadel in Alaska. It is possible, especially with plunging fire from range. There we go. But we just want as many hits as possible. So that's what we needed right there. He's gonna get behind the smoke screen, but I think he's still spotted by our destroyer, so... Switch back to AG. I think we got him. Alright, so, again, Conqueror, it's hard to have a bad game in a Conqueror unless you just get yeeted. Like, it is possible if you run into a Mino, especially if you run into two Minos. Minos shred Conquerors like it ain't nobody's business. But other than that, like, it's hard to really have a bad game. Which way you going, Sunshine? Alright, there you go. Conqueror. Darkman with another 20 gifted memberships. Dude, y'all crazy. Everybody's going to be a member. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, Conqueror, definitely better than the Bourgogne. Isn't even a question. And like I said, I don't think there's... Like, you could make an argument Montana Bourgogne very... It could go either way. But personally, I prefer the Montana. It fits my playstyle. It's a little bit more tanky. It's got more firepower. I just prefer the Montana. But you could make an argument Montana, Bourgogne. But I still think Kurfurst is probably the bottom. Bourgogne is probably right next to it. Montana would be there above the Bourgogne. Conqueror, Yamato, in that order. Or I forgot Schlieffen. So Schlieffen is very strong as well. I think Yama has to go at the top. Schlieffen is right there with the Yamato. Conqueror is right below Schlieffen. And then Montana, Bourgogne, Kurfurst. That's my order for the legendary tier. So it's up for debate. And like I said, everybody's got different play styles that they might prefer one over the other. But all right, let's go. I mean, we got to go Yama, right? Bring out the Yama. Hey, Ron, how's it going? How long did No Rage November last? So far, I'm up for it. Oh, by the way, Capri, if you're still in the chat, screw you. I'm at 1 hour and 20 minutes. I have not raged yet. So
when was the last time we had a new map?
But thank you guys so much. Y'all are all awesome. I'm glad everybody gets to drop in. What up, Feathers? How's it going? Not Will. How's it going? Horny Alf. Good to see you. Joker. Good to see you. Emmy. Manny. Good to see you. Hey, Ron. Coming in. Dropping the $2. Stay positive. Lift heavy. Absolutely, my dude. Dude, I am cooked. week 1. So for those of you who don't know, I actually just started a new lifting program where I'm going to be pushing myself over the next 4 weeks towards a 1 rep max on bench and squats. And I'm trying to improve my 1 rep max over my previous 1 rep max on both of those lifts, where I had a 1 rep max on squat of 275 pounds and a 1 rep max on bench of 165 pounds. So over the next 4 weeks, I want to try to improve that and try to get a little bit heavier on both of those if I can. The ultimate goal for me is to get my my big 3 lifts above an 800 total, and I need 25 more pounds in order to do that. So if I can get my my squat and my bench up, you know, 10 pounds each, and then maybe get another 5 pounds on my deadlift or something, like, I feel like we have a really good chance of breaking that 800 barrier. It's like I'm right on the edge of it. So that's my goal. But man, I'll tell you what, week 1 has been brutal. Brutal. It has been killer. My leg day yesterday, we did heavy squats where we're doing over 80, a little bit over 80% of our 1 rep max. So we were doing 250 pound squats for a, I think we did 3 or 4 sets of 4 reps. It was 4 reps, 4 sets. I did 3 sets at 4, and then the 4th set I ended up only getting 3. But it was brutal. And then oh Lord have mercy, really? Every time, dude. But anyway, so we're radared? Smolin. No? Smolin have radar? I think it does. Could be Kronstadt, I guess. But anyway, where was I? Oh, we went straight from heavy squats into heavy leg presses. There it is. It is, in fact, the Kronstadt. We went straight into heavy leg presses. We were doing 500-pound leg presses for 6 reps each, and I think we did 3 sets of them. So that was brutal. And then we went from that into the final 2 exercises for our leg day being... Let's go ahead and Arthas this man. Being our leg extension and leg curls using the machine. So they're seated leg curls, and we did leg extensions. Our leg extensions, we were doing 220 pounds for the first set. That ended up being too heavy to do 12 reps for. So we ended up dropping and doing 200 pounds, and I got 8 reps. I'd worn myself out too much on the first set, so I only got 8 reps on the second set. Then we finished with leg curls, seated leg curls, and then with seated leg curls, we did 160-pound seated leg curls for 12 reps for 2 sets. So that was brutal. And obviously, the way this particular program is going to go is that it's progressive. So each week, we're going to add reps or weight and add sets. So each week's going to get progressively harder, pushing us towards that goal of increasing our overall strength in those lifts. Yeah, you're not pinning at that angle, Sunshine. I hate to break it to you. He should beach himself on the island, giving us a chance to get some distance, keeping him from potentially ramming us. I am going to go ahead and put that fire out. Okay, he actually shot higher that time. Okay, he's backing off. I don't want to give him a chance to, like, run away. I'm also a little worried that he's got a battleship buddy. Two of their 3 destroyers are here. So I gotta be careful here. So this is one of those situations where being aggressive probably would not pay off. So we're just gonna wait. We've got 3 more planes to use, so if Kronstadt decides to come around the corner, we might actually have to blap him. Or use one of those planes. I would prefer to use those planes on maybe a destroyer. And it looks like we're going to get our opportunity in the near future. Okay, if this daring is going to push us, we also have Kurfurst here as well. If this daring is going to push us, I need to close the distance. I need to keep him spotted so that I can potentially kill him here. I don't think that I one-shot him, which is bad news for me. running away would actually be a good idea, I think. I'm worried that if I start to turn, that not only am I going to get spotted, but this freaking Kronstadt's going to come around the corner. Arthas, good accuracy. Half his hit points. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, okay. We got lucky. We got lucky. That's what I was worried about. Like, I was worried that this exact situation was going to happen. I really hope that my Yama can get turned all the way out here. Yeah, that's exactly what I was worried about. I knew that that's what was going to happen. I was like, as soon as I commit to this turn, what I'm worried about is I'm going to get spotted and that Kronstadt's going to rush the corner. Like, I knew that that's what was going to happen. And anytime you're broadside in a Yama, you're dead. Like, you're not going to get away with it. But we weren't going to get away with it anyway. We couldn't make that turn. I should have just kept reversing, I guess, but we had a destroyer coming up behind us as well. So reversing probably wasn't going to help us either, because we were just going to get yeeted by that destroyer. It's just a match where our team didn't really do anything, and we didn't really have an option. We got unfortunate RNG with a couple of those shots on the Kronstadt, so we didn't get as much damage as we should have. I don't know how much of that was damage saturation on the bow of the Kronstadt, but he definitely got lucky. But, alright, let's move on to Montana. Oh my god, ITD coming in and dropping another 50-pound bomb. You're crazy, man. Thank you so much. Midnight also dropping a resub for 7 months. Thank you so much. Yeti with a $5 key, please. I will have to get you the key. Just give me a moment. Y'all are crazy today. Good lord. This is a heck of a stream. Y'all going crazy. What up, TTV? How's it going? Get some goats in the chat for everybody, man. Everybody's been crazy. Much appreciated. All right, let's go, baby. Oh, 4 destroyers. Ouch. It's rough. It's rough for sure, but we got this. It's the Montana. We'll be fine. It's another one of those situations where we legitimately we spoke it into existence. Like, we knew that that was a possibility. I had to try to go for it. I was too late trying to push forward to try to help against that destroyer. We weren't able to kill the destroyer, so we were already committed to the turn, trying to get out of there. We wouldn't have been able to make that turn anyway, but had to try. We had to try to get into a kiting position because I knew that the Kronstadt's faster than us. If he gets our broadside, we're dead regardless. We obviously weren't getting the damage that we needed when he was bow in. I was really hoping that the Kronstadt be a 3-shot kill max, and that wasn't what happened. And that was with using Arthas. But, yeah, we tried. Again, it's not much you can do. Once somebody gets your broadside to Yama, it is over. It's just over. What up, Rogue? Yep, this is our normal stream for the week. Yesterday was kind of a holiday stream / end of the month stream. Y'all know I like to stream the last day of the month to try to, you know, make a little bit of extra before the next paycheck. Because I only get paid once a month. So I won't get paid for October until the 21st of November. So I try to, like... Alright, here we go. Drop some AP down into the superstructure of that Montana. Looks pretty decent, so we're going to use the plane. And that was terrible. Never mind. I thought it looked decent. Clearly, I was wrong. Okay, we're going to get spotted here. I'm worried about what's in that gap, potentially. Shima is lit up by our Des Moines. I mean, between this Daring, our other destroyer, and that Shima, like, they should be able, or that Des Moines, they should be able to kill a Shima. And of course, right as I go to shoot at him, he disappears. Alright, we've got three destroyers on this side of the map, of course. We're gonna take the shot at the daring. That should be nasty. Oh, he turned in, actually. Okay, we destroyed a gun, but we probably didn't destroy a gun. That's probably the bug, where if you hit a destroyer really hard, sometimes it says that you destroyed a gun, but you didn't actually. I am very worried about this Montana moving up into a crossfire. But it also could be beautiful for us. Speaking of crossfires, Schlieffen doesn't know that we have a... Oh, damn. I didn't see that this guy got spotted. Schlieffen should get slapped here. Good hit. We need to reverse away and hope that the Montana's not looking at us. Oh, that's the Lepanto first. Never mind. Okay, Lepanto's 100% looking at us. Take another shot at the Schlieffen here. Use a heal. I am going to use Arthas. I only got 4 hits. Their other Shima's been spotted. So I actually have all 4 destroyers on top of me right now. This is not ideal. One of them's already dead, though. It was the Dairy, so that's good news. We have both their Shimas and their... oh. Come on! Stay spotted, please! Please! I need to get moving. I don't know what this destroyer's doing, but he's going to get me killed.
All stations concentrate fire on the target.
Get out the way, my dude. You guys are going crazy in the chat. You're going to have to give me a moment. I'm kind of in a pickle.
May the blueberries not die before the red team.
Christopher Hill with the $10. May the blueberries not die before the red team. I mean, it all happens. It's a thing. Oh, good. Okay. I gotta be careful. There's a Lepanto, a Montana, and a Montana on my right as well. Hope I don't get yeeted here. Go for the Schlieffen. Come on, Montana. Turn back to the left, baby. I'm worried about the Montana on my right, but I don't really have an option here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I think I'm just dead here. Keep rotating the guns. This Montana that I just went broadside to. I was going to say, this Montana, the Lepanto got me? That's surprising. There's not much you can do when you're literally facing everybody on the enemy team. I was being rushed by a Montana, a Lepanto, Shima, Daring, every one of their destroyers. 4 destroyers. Like, there's not much I can do in that situation. I try, but unfortunately just couldn't quite get turned enough. If we would have had the, what is the guaranteed acquisition mod, we would have actually dev struck that guy. But we don't run that, unfortunately. We run concealment. Oh, that was unfortunate, dude. We have been dev struck 2 games in a row in legendary battleships. This is rough. Alright, Schlieffen. What up, Torch? How's it going? But I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to win that match. Again, it's a situation where, yes, I die, but our team is better off because of what I was able to accomplish in the short amount of time that I was alive. So I don't know. I'll let you guys decide what you guys think so far. I mean, so far we've had 3 mediocre games at Legendary Tier Battleships, 1 good game in the Conqueror, and then we'll have a game here in the Schlieffen to see what this thing can do, which should be pretty solid. Two Shimas. So again, 3 destroyers. 2 Yamas to worry about. Oh yeah, I'm keeping my cool. Like I said, I'm committed to the challenge. It's a month-long challenge. We did a month-long challenge last month of trying to post every single day of the month, as well as keep our live streams going. We did that. We accomplished it. This month, the challenge is No Rage November. Can I get through the 5 World of Warships Legends live streams without raging? That is the question. What up, Puddin'? How's it going? Aurora, good to see you. Now, these guns are good enough that I don't run the, I run the secondary mod in the first slot, or the secondary equipment in the first slot. So, these guns are decently accurate. I don't have to try to buff them. Whereas GK, I generally buff the guns to try to get a little bit more out of them. The fact that we're already spotted tells me there's probably one of these destroyers spawned right here. I'm assuming they're going to get into the cap at some point. Of course, we're getting shot by everybody in the map. Immediately lose a torp tube, which is why I never rely on torps from this thing. That was a terrible first shot, by the way. I was just trying to get something out. Would like this Tulsa to move up and actually try to, like, spot for me, since
Torpedos direkt voraus.
Pretty obvious.
Torpedos voraus.
Turn. We're gonna take one. There's not much I can do about this. I'm being countered by destroyers. I have no spotting, and I'm being focused by 4 ships plus the destroyer.
Problem gelöst.
There's not much I can do about this, unfortunately. Plus, first time we got hit, we lost a torp tube. And of course, the Tulsa lost all of his hit points too. He ain't done nothing. We did get a Citadel on the Alaska. At this point, I'm just trying to survive. This guy turning into the island and then getting in front of me as I'm trying to turn away, that's on him. I can't help that. It's unfortunate for him, but there's nothing I could do in that situation. I had to stop. I had to change what I was doing. We got a chance to shoot this Yama here. I'm trying to turn back to the... Of course, this guy's just sitting here in Minnesota ready to... I'm dead. I think I'm just dead. Like, we're literally being focused by everybody in the lobby. There's nothing I can do about this. Like, there's legitimately nothing I can do. I'm trying to get to a position where I can at least, like, keep somebody from shooting at me. Run into this island. Still spotted. Their destroyer's still out here. Our destroyer's running away. Like, there's not much I can do here. Shima's not doing much to help. Down goes our Shima. Again, you just get put in a situation where you can't possibly overcome it. Like, we don't have the ships to overcome this. Our Tulsa didn't do anything right at the beginning. He just kind of like sat there and got yeeted. He didn't try to radar the destroyer, even though the destroyer was clearly spotting us. The guys in the middle of the map just sat there waiting to shoot me. Like, there's no way to overcome this as a battleship. Like, you're just stuck in a position where you're completely and utterly hopeless. You had no spotting. You had no radar to get help from. I know this Conqueror's here. Oh, God. I must be around the corner, which means the Yama's about to finish me off, probably. There's just nothing I can do in this scenario. Like, this didn't play out to anything that this ship would have been able to overcome. Like, they have 3 destroyers in this lobby. One of them spawns directly across from me, is completely uncountered. On top of that, they have a Conqueror and an Alaska here, right? I have no spotting, no teammate. My cruiser that has a radar just pulls straight up to this island and sits here after he loses all of his health to these guys. These guys just sat over here in the middle of the map, which usually doesn't happen. This Minnesota reverses to a back point of the map to where he could shoot me as well. The Yama pushes forward, which should have been countered by this destroyer here, but this destroyer didn't really do anything. He's been sitting out here doing circles. This battleship just let these guys focus us. Christopher Colombo, one of the tankiest battleships in the game, ridiculous secondaries, just let the guys that he spawned across from focus this side of the map. So we were just screwed from the get-go. There's nothing we can do in that situation. There's just nothing we could have done differently. Like, that was just a bad game. There's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, bunch of terrible experiences to be in a battleship at Legendary tier sometimes. It's just the way it goes. You spawn in a bad position, you get terrible teammates that spawn with you, you're done. You're not going to have a good time. You're not going to have a good time. Alright, let's go Georgia and see if we can have a good game. Yeah, I don't understand why that's a thing, to be honest, Zarkun. I don't understand why, like, with everything else in the game when it comes to, like, hit points and stuff, like, why isn't there just a dedicated amount of hit points to secondaries and main guns and all of that? Why is it even RNG based? That makes no sense whatsoever. Like, some days, some games you'll load in, your guns are, like, indestructible. Other games you load in, they're made of wet paper towels. It's just the way it is. But hopefully we get a good game here in the Georgia. Hellcat will probably end up playing in Kansas. Basically, I was trying to showcase all of the legendary battleships because I was in the Burgoyne. Somebody requested Burgoyne. I showed the Burgoyne. Didn't really have a good time in it. And I said everything that I didn't like about the ship. So then I was going to show like what I do like and talk about what's bad about the other ships as well. Give everybody the fair shake. You know what I mean? But overall, we just didn't have much fun at Legendary tier. Shocker. Legendary tier is usually full of so many good players. I say that tongue in cheek. Helena. Richelieu, I mean, that means we're top tier if we're seeing a Helena. So, we'll try to take the outside edge and see what we can get at here. Hopefully we get lucky and get some dumb enemies and get some broadsides to shoot at. Sarcasm detected? No. Legendary tier is always so much fun and engaging. There's so much variety at Legendary tier. I do find it interesting though when I stream. You run into a lot of people playing stupid aggressively against you. That doesn't happen normally. Normally, I'm like the most aggressive person on the planet. But when I'm streaming, I end up having to play like pretty passively a lot because of the amount of aggression that the enemy ends up putting out. It's like you're getting rushed by literally every enemy team or every member on the enemy team. That never happens. Never happens. It only happens when I'm streaming. Now, I'm not saying everybody's a stream sniper. I'm just saying that, like, it's weird how that happens. Like, when I'm streaming, everybody gets super aggressive against me. And when I'm not streaming, I get, like, ridiculous, you know, normal games where I'm able to do everything. Of course, there's one fucking destroyer, and he spawns right across from me. Shocker. I do have a cruiser. I do have a battleship. They are closer than I am. So maybe they will move forward and stop the guy from capturing the base, and maybe we will get a chance to see him and help them. It's a skein, so it doesn't do a lot of damage with his torp, so I'm not particularly worried about him. Plus, he doesn't have a smoke screen. There, George is already running away. Interesting. He, of course, hits literally all 6 rounds. He fires 6 rounds, hits all 6 rounds. Wish I had that accuracy out of my Georgia. Literally, couldn't have got a better salvo if he tried. And then we fire back. He goes dark right before my guns go off, so he gets away with it. Okay, Skane is 11 kilometers away. So, he does have long-range torps, though, so we gotta be careful. And, of course, as soon as I get to... And I knew it. I knew it. I just spoke it into existence once again. Fortunately... I gotta stop talking. Dude, how did this guy lose all of his health? He's in a Richelieu!
Get back.
I'm at a loss. Like, I'll be real honest. I don't know what's going on anymore. I truly don't understand how Richelieu is dead already. Hit the button. Just, it lands everywhere it has to do no damage. This is the most accurate Georgia I've ever seen other than Zarkun. Like, I don't know what this guy's running, but clearly he has sacrificed his baby carrots today. Good lord. And this guy's gonna run. Our Helena's just sitting broadside, so he's gonna murder our Helena.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Game, lock on to the... Oh, Georgia. I am so sick of this. Look at this! Every shot, man! He has not missed a single shell. Every shot he has taken, he has landed all 6 shells. What do you have to do to get that accuracy? I want that. Like, that is some Zarkun accuracy out of a Georgia that I wish I got. Shotguns should be able to? Nope, of course not. Of course not. Look at this. Every shot. It's every shot. This man, I'm about to go broadside, let him kill me. He deserves it. He's clearly just better than me. Like, he's just got all of the accuracy. Here, just go ahead and end me. I lie, I'm not gonna just let him end me. I'm gonna turn away, try to catch this stupid New Orleans who thinks that he's better than he is. Dude, every shot that he takes, he's landing at least 3 shells. I wish I had 50% accuracy out of my Georgia. I'm lucky if I land 1 shell per salvo out of this thing. This guy's just playing hide and seek around this island. He's gonna get caught eventually. I do have an engine boost coming up. Our Helena's just getting shredded. Shocker. Come here, sunshine. There it is. Watch the Georgia. I think the rear gun will get around that island. Hey! He missed! Look at him! Look at him go!
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target. We didn't get spotted there, so the Georgia's behind the island, so we're good there.
Hopefully that finishes off the Vanguard. It didn't. He got turned in enough that we hit his belt. Unfortunate. We're gonna need to pull something out here. Our team is folding. Oh, you little turd waffle. Stop running! You're not that guy, I promise. There isn't enough juggling that you can do in this lobby that's gonna save you. What I'm worried about is the Georgia at this point. Like, I don't want to get caught by the Georgia. Speaking of... Like, I need to get into this cap. Breaks my gun. Of course he does. This guy is just running for his life right now. I don't blame him, but dear Lord. Oh my God, look at that accuracy.
Position of a strategic target. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Look at that accuracy. Look at his accuracy and look at my accuracy. Oh God. When it rains it pours. I gotta fight this Georgia who's had got... You know what? Screw it. Your teammate better bail your dumb ass out. I'm coming. Payback! My Georgia's just as accurate as yours. Look at that. Look how accurate my Georgia is. Get wrecked. You little turd waffle. What up, Bravo? Oh, can we have a round of applause for the New Orleans who legitimately does not have a spine? Like, this guy just did nothing but play hide and seek the entire game. He did nothing. But we didn't have any support. Our Helena was useless. Our Richelieu was useless. Again, it was just me on this flank trying to, like, carry the lobby. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, Kansas it is. Let's go. Ramming dispersion is on point. I agree, Mega. I agree. What up, Poseidon? How's it going? Or Prosidon? I actually like that name. Nice play. Demi, good to see you. Daniel in chat, what up? Oh God, Monty's in chat. Quick, everybody make fun of Monty. I want to see nothing but Monty roast from here to the next, like, at least 7:45. Oh God, I forgot about the key game, my dude. I apologize. I will definitely get you a key game. That's my bad. I completely forgot, man. Y'all been crazy. Plus, I've been trying to get the like legendary tier battleships. I completely forgot about the key. I will get you your key, my dude. And that was for Yeti.
Action stations!
Sorry, guys. I completely forgot. Thanks for reminding me. Truthful, how's it going? Z-Cuz, good to see you.
Attention, support that target.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Let the Monty roast begin. Much love, Monty, but it is just way more fun because you're such a good sport about it, too. Like, let's be honest. If Monty got really upset about everybody making fun of him, like, it'd be no fun. Our destroyer's going into the mid, so we're not probably going to get a shot into this gap. There's only one destroyer. Surely he won't spawn here. Is he going mid? He might.
Force detected.
Okay, he spotted the guy over there who's outside my range, unfortunately, and he's probably reversing, if I had to guess. There we go. Okay. Go for superstructure. He is slowing down and turning in, so that's why we adjusted our aim. Toosh. Boy, that's some lucky RNG right there. We literally hit everywhere he had armor.
Enemy battleship.
Oh, please get loaded. Oh, please tell me my shells are faster than whatever that battleship's is. Get down, Kansas! Okay, we got a good chunk of them. I didn't lead him enough, surprisingly. That was a race to see whose shells would make it to the target first. Clearly, the Kansas has faster shells than the Massachusetts, because Massachusetts fired a little bit faster, or fired right before we did. And our shells beat it to the target. Now, I know the Kansas doesn't have 50 caliber guns, it's got the 45 caliber guns, so I don't know how the Kansas shells beat the Massachusetts there. They should be firing the same guns. I mean, we're a little ahead of them, so maybe our firing solution was just better. Okay, he's gonna go forward, so we're gonna take that shot. We should get the kill here. Beautiful.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Wish.com,
Great start.
Jean Bart has been dealt with. I'll be honest, I'm surprised they let this thing keep being as busted as it is. Like, Kansas is way too good. Is this guy gonna stay, or is he just gonna turn all the way out? Alright, let's lob the island and hit the Iowa here. We're still getting spotted, so Destroyer still has line of sight on us here in the middle. Z-23 should be able to deal with it. Ah, it's Tashkent. It could go either way. Also, good hit on the Iowa. They both have a lot of health. The armor of the Tashkent could potentially give him the advantage. Z-23 loads AP, though. He could absolutely tear that Tashkent apart. Okay. Destroyer didn't get spotted, so we're going to get ready to start focusing potentially on the Monarch again. You know what? We're going to make our turn in. We're going to start putting ourselves in a position to potentially crossfire those guys across the map as well. These guys, we don't chase kites, right? Especially in a Kansas. Massachusetts can chase those guys all he wants. I'm not chasing those guys. Shot under the Monarch. TTV Rise, huh?
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Decent result for just the front guns. I didn't get a chance to shoot the Destroyer, though. Please don't get torqued to death.
Our team has taken the lead.
I'm spotted by the Destroyer.
Enemy crew detected.
That's what I was worried about. Looks like this guy may be changing course. Ouch. He got a Citadel on that. Nice. Okay. Oh! Where did this guy come from? This guy has been sitting behind this island the whole time? Get a life, my guy. Good lord.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Spotter airborne. Our team has taken the lead.
Okay, he shoots superstructure, so he's got a little bit of skill.
Spotter dispatched, returning to ship.
Dude, who just sits on the back of an island the entire time?
Nice work.
you think I'm above ramming you again? You got another thing coming, sunshine. Here, you wanted me? You wanted to sit behind the gate or the island the entire time? Here, you can be the second person I rammed today. I'll trade my half health battleship for your full health battleship any day. Who does that? Like, this guy legitimately did nothing. He sat here behind this island the entire game and then just came around the corner to fight me at the last second. Like, what a turd. Who does that? Why put yourself in that position? I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. So far, 100% kill death ratio on ramming attempts. 100% accuracy. Who does that? All right, here comes the key, baby. I did say I was gonna do it, so here we go. I apologize to Yeti. I didn't mean to leave you hanging, my dude. Hopefully you're still in chat. What up, Lances? Good to see you. Bear, good to see you as well. YouTube. Abdullah, good to see you. Dude, I would love for the Vermont to come in, but the Vermont's too strong. I don't think they'll bring it. I really don't. I don't think they'll bring it. I think they'll bring Ohio. Ohio's strong as well, but I think they'll bring Ohio in, and that's it. I don't think they'll ever finish the Kansas Tech tree. I don't think. What up, Tom? Good to see you. I mean, think of it this way. I dev struck a Kremlin from full health with just the front turrets of the Vermont. And it wasn't a particularly close shot. It's not like he went full broadside at point blank. He was at like 12 or 13 kilometers. And I still dev struck him with just the front guns. Zarkun was with me. You know what we haven't ever done? I have never once on my channel ever said, fuck a duck. So, this one's for you, Zarky. Where am I? Oh, I'm looking in entirely the wrong direction. Wake up, Spartan! What are our range? They're only 6-kilometer torpedoes. I think that's my biggest issue with this thing. I think that is literally my biggest issue with the key. Like, it's an Amagi that's slightly worse, but it has, like, suicide torpedoes. Oh, lovely. Obviously, Jean-Bart gets a reload booster too, so we gotta be careful. I gotta make this turn out. I can't just sit here either. And here comes the shot. Dang it. If he reload boosters me here, I might just... Oh, there's an Iowa too! I might just be dead. Okay. Yeah, that Iowa man. Why does Spartan like American battleships so much? I don't know, because they work. They're so good. Of course, Bismarck goes dark. So far, the beginning of this match has gone absolutely swimmingly. This is the difference between having spotting and not having spotting. Our team hasn't spotted for me. So, I've been picked apart by everybody who's going dark, and now this cruiser's reversing. One shell. 2 shells.
Nice work.
Okay, Edinburgh's getting a little bit crazy here. I don't know what his plan is, but I am not above removing him from the game. Told you. For those Edinburgh players out there, if you're trying to figure out what you should be doing, that is not it. He has a 30mm bow. I don't overmatch his 30mm bow with this thing. And yet he decided to open up the angle and go full broadside to try to torp me. How did that work out for him? Get some head slaps in the chat. This is where the Amagi and the Ki are so strong, man. When they have the ability to kite. Because like, they're very tanky. They have a lot of firepower. Superstructure's open for business. Hopefully this guy gets another freaking fire, man. Gotta keep an eye on that Iowa in the background, or the Jean Bart, sorry. I'd like to point out that I do have another battleship and a cruiser right here with me, and neither of them have moved.
Requesting fire on the designated target.
Here comes Jean Bart, potentially. Bismarck has decided that fighting me is no longer profitable. So he goes around the corner and eats torpedoes instead. Okay, Jean Bart shells incoming. We're already turning out. He lands every shot. Even though I was turning out, we just couldn't get turned out quick enough. That is unfortunate. Again, I do have a cruiser and a battleship here, neither of which are actively trying to help me. They have been sitting in the same spot the entire game. Nothing says that I have to pull the trigger here, so I'm just going to hold until I get into a more defensible position here. Love for this Iowa to give me a broadside. What are you doing, Iowa? You reversing? I think so. Should only stay spotted for a moment as I go behind this island. Not enough, unfortunately. He got turned.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
We have 14.9 kilometers. We need to get our concealment mod on this thing. That tells you how long or how often I play this thing. Shot at this guy. Hopefully the okay, Iowa did take a shot at us. I was worried about that. Hopefully he doesn't hit us too hard.
Stations reporting the position
Pretty lucky
of a
there.
strategic target.
Anchorage is behind the island. I'd love to get a shot at that thing. Alright, now that we know that the Iowa's shooting at us, we can't afford to try to get our rear guns on target here. Because if we open up the angle, we're not going to get lucky twice. Oh, that I wasn't expecting. The rare Citadel on a Jean Bart. That's huge, actually. Remember, everybody, we lost all of our hit points at the beginning of this match. Okay, that, hopefully, if there's any justice in this world, will be the end of this little turn tournament. Nope, there's the Japanese troll. There it is.
Nice work.
He reload boosted us with HE. Oh, hello, Sunshine. How are you? I would love to get a shot at you. Broadside anchorage for the win. Let's go. Oh, we didn't get it. Didn't get it. Oh, no! Iowa. Again, we lose this match based on these guys' inability to do anything useful. Like, these guys have sat back here in this spot for this entire time. They have done nothing, effectively. Maybe Albemarle's been lobbing that Iowa, but clearly Iowa's still alive. He hasn't been that effective. This guy, nobody even knows what he's done. Clearly he hasn't done much of anything either. But these guys sat here behind this island this entire time. I've been fighting everything. I did 126,000 damage, and we're losing the match. It isn't even close, solely due to the fact we have had nobody on our team doing anything useful. Nobody. So another one where you kind of wish that you had a little bit of support, but you don't always get it. Lance's coming in, re-upping for 12 months. Thank you, Lance's. Appreciate you. But there's the key. Again, it's a solid ship. It's an Amagi with some suicide torpedoes. So play the ship as an Amagi. Don't play it with torpedoes in mind. If you get to use the torps, fantastic. But other than that, try to get into a position where you're kiting away like we were in that one. We lost over half our hit points at the beginning of the match. We still put up 126,000 damage. So you can see that the ship is fantastic, just like the Amagi. Like, it's a good ship. You can't really go wrong with it. Okie doke. That was a fun game. Speaking of Jean Bert, let's take Megalomania off, put Marksmanship back on. And we won't be playing the Jean Bert. We are going to go up to... Oh, yeah, we will. We'll play the Jean Bert. Never mind. And then if this is a good game, we'll call it. We'll start our winding down to call the stream here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Don't forget to punch that like button. Over 200 people watching, only 100 likes. Come on, guys. It's been a good stream. Punch that like button. Show your support for No Rage November. Let's go. What up, Shadow Gamer? How's it going? Petro's another one of those ships. I've seen a lot of people get a lot of good things out of the Petro. I can't get that ship to do anything for me. I've had broadside opponents just going absolutely ham, and my shells just do nothing to them. I have not had any luck out of the Petro. I wanted to like that ship, because I kind of like those super cruisers, whether it be Alaska or Azuma, or, you know, I do like super cruisers. But I just have not been able to get the Petro to work for me. What up, Brandon? I know people like the Rage. I know. But it is nice to go in and try not to rage, because it makes the stream a little bit more enjoyable, a little more tolerable to more people. Because I know while it is entertaining to see somebody lose their mind, it's also entertaining to, or it's also kind of annoying to some people. So I get it. We're not going to get any spotting over the middle. Our destroyer's going left for reasons. So we're just going to get ready to go over this right side. We've got Anchorage, San Luis. I think rage is, like, we call it the salt ration for a reason. Like, salt is a great thing until it's overused. Rage is the same thing. I think a little bit of rage here and there is perfectly palatable, but too much is always going to be a problem. You know what I mean? Too much of anything is a bad thing, right? That's how that works. Alright, so we have 2 cruisers with us. Do I want to commit? Because we have no idea what we're up against. And if I fully commit to this and get caught out... Okay, Veneto. Okay, I got spotted, so there's definitely something out here off my bow.
Alerte incendie.
That one's fired already. So this is why spotting is important, guys.
Problème résolu, chef.
This is exactly why spotting is important. You don't have spotting, you get caught by all this stuff.
Alerte incendie.
Says I can lob it, so we're gonna try. We forced the Tulsa to back off. Veneto has gone into a smoke screen, so hopefully we can go dark here. At least for the moment. Of course, he puts up a freaking plane. I aimed high, and those still all went into his belt. All right, we need to break this contact.
Alerte incendie. Boost des moteurs
Sitting
activé.
here getting burned to death by 2 DPM cruisers is never going to be a good time. Again, aiming high. Another double fire. We did break one of his guns. He knocks one of our
Tourelle
guns. in
principale
return.
sérieusement endommagée.
Should be able to kill. 9.
Problème résolu, chef.
Alright. Don't give him a fire. I swear to God, if he gets a fire, I'm gonna lose my mind. Alright, we're good. See, that's why we didn't want to commit. Because we don't know what's out there, right? They have another battleship out there, but I never got a chance to actually see what it is. All of our battleships are kind of sitting back here doing a whole lot of nothing. Got an Iowa over here we could potentially harass. Never mind, he goes dark. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and change course. These guys are not gonna be any threat for us. They're all like doing circles in the backfield, so if we get into a position where we can counter-rotate, catch these battleships on this side, really start to push, then maybe. These guys pushing up this flank, if they go in force, fine. If they don't, then it's a waste of resources. See if we can hit this little turret. Got 2. I'm gonna hold on to my reload booster for now, until we get a better look. Given that their destroyer is heading for our base, I'm gonna have to go back and defend the cap. There's a Minnesota kind of sitting here waiting, potentially to ruin me, though. Spotted by the destroyer, broadside to a Minnesota. This is what we call less than ideal. We are going to go ahead and use the reload booster because I am expecting Minnesota to shoot. Okay, Minnesota is now bow in. Somehow goes dark at 10.5 kilometers. Somebody explain that one to me. That eye was still alive, man. Somebody finish that little turret. Oh, he got a heal off. Hopefully this is the end of this freaking Tulsa.
Boost des moteurs désactivé.
Alabama's doubling back as well.
Alerte incendie.
Okay. That was actually our Georgia that went down.
Torpille à bâbord.
I've got to stay angled and respect the Minnesota. Okay, Iowa goes down. You see, this is the problem with cruisers. Like, I'm using an island for cover, right? I am as close to the island as I could possibly be. He's still capable of lobbing the island and landing the shot right as my shit goes on damage cooldown. That's the problem with cruisers. He lands one shell, sets the fire. It's 100% chance to set fires, despite only being like an 11% chance. Good hits. Hopefully those guys can defend. I saw the cruiser and destroyer coming back, so we should be good. I'm hoping this guy doesn't destroy my gun. I'm pretty sure he's going to shoot him. I broke one of his. He's getting his guns around. Gets another fire.
Alerte incendie.
On a détruit un cuirassé
They're
ennemi.
in defending the cap. Try to put the fire out here. This guy's raising his citadel by turning hard towards us. We're going to try to hit that. Didn't get
Problème
it.
résolu, chef.
Cruisers in a smoke screen behind the island, so we're going to try to get close to the island, use the island to our advantage. Hopefully the Alabama doesn't just kill us here. Okay. Huge hit by somebody on the Alabama. We got the island. We're bowing. If this guy shoots our superstructure, we die here, but I'm hoping that he doesn't. Okay, he's actually looking somewhere else. Torpedoes. I'll hold. This guy's making a really hard turn. Beautiful.
Cuirassé ennemi coulé.
Notre équipe a pris l'avantage.
Alright, so we got Tulsa on our left. We've got that Monarch on our right. What is the other cruiser? Harbin. Okay. So that's why all the DPM. Okay. Georgia out there should be able to deal with that. Sonar?
Boost des moteurs activé.
Just inside the sonar range of that little turd. I know if we come out, we die,
Dans 5 minutes.
but I can at least try to help get rid of this Monarch. Thank God he's shooting HE. We definitely beat his reload. He might just die here, though.
Problème résolu, chef. Alerte incendie.
Come on, baby. Blind fire for the win. Ow. Unfortunate. We did everything we could, guys. We got pinned down early, survived, doubled back, put ourselves in good position to give our team the best chance of winning. That was a pretty solid game. Pretty solid game. Dealing with adversity, doing everything you need to do. You can't really argue with that. That was a pretty well played game on my part. I don't like tooting my own horn, but you know, toot sometimes. What up, American Made? Triple H, good to see you. Artemis, how's it going? Legends has been Legends. It's been a thing. But overall, we've had a pretty good stream. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, man. It's been a lot of fun. I actually made it an entire stream. 2.5 hours of playing Legends. I didn't rage a single time. If that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. That's a hard challenge. Now, 1 stream down, 4 to go. Hopefully you guys have had a good time. I know it's different. I know you guys are used to the rage, but I think it'll be a good change for the channel. To get away from a little bit of the rage. Still have rage. You guys know me. I'm a passionate player. But I'm just, you know, I try to entertain. And the goal of this channel hasn't changed. My goal is to always try to make people smile. That will always be my goal. So thank you guys so much for everything. We're getting close. I don't know if you guys noticed this. I think we're 200 subscribers away from 48,000. Like, that's crazy. Let me pull it up real quick. Hopefully it doesn't screw up the stream too much. God, why is it taking so long to load? Come on, YouTube. Yeah, actually, not even. We're only 190 subscribers away from 48,000 subscribers. That's crazy. We're almost to 50K, guys. Isn't it crazy? Like, when I set that goal at the beginning of the year to hit 50K by the end of the year, like, there was no chance that we were going to do it, right? Like, I was like, there's no chance. But you guys have gotten us incredibly close. Like, we made a heck of a run for it. So, for that, thank you guys so much for all of your support. 7 years of uploading to YouTube. 7 years of trying to put smiles on your guys' faces. I hope that at the end of the day, if you guys get nothing out of this, I hope you at least get a smile. Asif, good to see you guys. Cod Man, good to see you, man. YouTube, no, we're done, my dude. I appreciate it. I did say if this was going to be a good game, we'll call it. 120K isn't that of an impressive game, but given what we were up against, given the fact that we lost a lot of our health to fires early, I feel like we ended up making a good fight out of it. But I think we done pretty well. 120K should be top of the leaderboard, I would imagine. Yeah, 2100, top of the leaderboard. Can't really argue with it. Good overall game performance by our teammates. Shout out to whoever the destroyer and cruiser was. Obviously, this is the destroyer, but whoever the cruiser was that went back and defended the cap, well done. Thank you for doing your jobs. Love it. Also, what is this badge? I need that in my life. I mean, I like my mermaid badge, but American battleship? Question mark. But, anyway, thank you guys again for all your support. Much love. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you like what I'm doing, punch the like button. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next video.